Everybody mind your marks. Let's rock.
Alright. Dude, you better not be sandbagging. I would hate you forever. I'm gonna bet 20 of my funky bucks on Dekilljoy. Yeah, I forgot. It is case sensitive. There we go. Nice. Okay. So Dekilljoy's, he's actually not doing so well between this. Ooh, getting hit here. Now, honestly, who do you guys think is Eliza's worst matchup? I honestly think Eliza's worst matchup is probably going to be Philia. I don't think that Eliza is going to be able to handle a insane. I don't think Eliza is going to handle Philia's jumping air dash cancels all too well. I don't think she's going to be able to handle that all too well. And really, just any character that can really rush her down, I don't feel like Eliza's going to be doing that well against. That's just my opinion. How do you guys feel about my opinion? Who do you guys think that Eliza is not going to be doing too well against, huh? Nice. Ooh, getting the hit, smacking him down. He's setting it up. Ooh, getting punched in the gut right there. Eliza's worst matchup is Fuqua. Oh yeah, you know what? I can actually see that. Fuqua and Philia. I guess I can actually see that, honestly, with their really, really good rush down. Nice. Okay. Dekilljoy has 3 bars. He's probably going to use it here. No, he's not even going to be able to use it. Customer service Heropon had 5. I'm very surprised that he wasn't mashing anything. Especially since he was playing Big Band. So this is a first to 10. So get hyped, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Little Miss Foxy Spirit says Cerebella? But it seems like the big consensus is that Philia is her worst matchup, with Fuqua maybe a second or even tied with Philia as worst matchup. Now, Cerebella, I guess her super armor could get annoying, but I feel like, yeah, I guess Sekhmet actually could theoretically get wrecked by Cerebella with XL Cerebella supers. I guess that is true. And I also can, yeah, you know what? I feel like any super command grabs kind of do wreck Sekhmet, but beyond that, really, I think Cerebella's claim to fame against Eliza is just doing Excellabella on Sekhmet. Because, honestly, she can't really do anything when she's in Sekhmet form against its Excellabella, just coming straight out. Well, not Excellabella, whatever the, her super, grab is. Whatever that's called. I just call it Excellabella. I know it's not actually called that, but I just call it that. Nice. Now, I'm surprised that Dekilljoy... Now, I'm actually surprised, but yet not surprised. I've already said a thing about the assist that you can either use the modified move, which basically it's cortical back kick, for a lockdown, but, it doesn't kind of move forward a bit like Sekhmet does, and it doesn't have hyper on it, but it doesn't waste enough bar. But it seems like, Dekilljoy's, look at his meter compared to customer service Heropon's meter. He is losing that bar, which is keeping him down and out in the 1s right now. So that is something that is happening. As you see, the meter loss is about a quarter of your meter, each time they can use that assist, and it doesn't seem like he's building up the meter, quite fast enough to be able to really take advantage of that. I'm actually super surprised that customer service Heropon used a, ultimate showstopper. Thank you. That's what it was called. But, just didn't really pay attention to that name. Ooh, can Heropon come back here? Ooh, gets hit by the Lady of Slaughter. Now, he is going to lose a little bit of meter when he gets back onto the ground, but not too much to really be anything. Okay, now it's Eliza Big Ban. Honestly, I feel like Big Ban actually has a really good matchup against Eliza, as long as the Big Ban's smart about his mashing out of his supers. Because honestly, if he mashes out against freaking Sekhmet, I don't feel like he's going to be able. But his grab range is great. I feel like against Sek, his grab range is good enough that he can be considered a fairly average matchup against her. In the positive side of the matchup. Not neutral, but it's averagely positive. Maybe like in the tier charts of her matchup, I would give her out of A through F, I would probably give Big Ban's a B-. I think I would give Big Ban's matchup against her a B- just because of his really good grab range. And his own super armor on his moves. And his anti-air grab, which, you know, Eliza can spend a good amount of time in the air, so that is a really good thing for Big Ban to do. Now, Peacock I feel actually has a fairly decent matchup against her. I would give Peacock maybe a B to B+. I feel like Peacock actually has a pretty decent matchup against her if they're smart. Just because Peacock, you know, can keep away. Even though Eliza does have the crouching heavy punch to really try to get in. But I feel like a Peacock, if they're smart enough, they won't let that happen. And if Eliza tries to come in through the air, they've got the Shadow of Impending Doom. But Eliza does have a bunch of things up her sleeve to stop a Peacock. So I would kind of give her... Now... Yeah, Double and Eliza, I think, has good synergy. Honestly, Gino, anything that Eliza can get with an assist that has a get off me assist, I think is the best type of synergy Eliza needs, because she needs a get off me move. Her Sure You Can move in the corner, honestly, if she's trapped in the corner, it's not that great if somebody's like jumping right above you. You can't get them. You're not going to get them if they're right above you, so she needs a real vertical, you know, get off me move. She really needs that verticality on her get off me's. And honestly, I think updo, beat extend light or heavy, you know, either one of your choice, and Napalm Pillar are going to be the ones that you're going to see with her the most. I think those are going to be the things that you're going to see with her the most, honestly. And this is just because she does need that get off me move. Now with Lockdown, I feel like Lockdown is important to her, but I don't feel like it's going to be as important to her. So a double is good. You can definitely do crazy things with a Lockdown double with the Hornet Bomber. But I feel like Eliza's worst assist team up character, I feel like her worst assist team up character might be Painwheel. Actually, no, definitely Painwheel, and maybe Peacock as well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Peacock definitely would be a pretty subpar assist for her. And now that I think about it, I feel like Squiggly won't be that great of a you know, team up for her, but I do feel like she could have her own place. But I just feel like Eliza's rushdown isn't so heavy that you know, you need the, you know, Squiggly crouching heavy punch assist or the Squiggly overhead heavy punch assist. I feel like Squiggly could be good, but why would you use her? That's my opinion. Big Band, I've already said you're going to need those get off me moves. So Big Band, Philia, and Parasol, I feel like you're going to see a lot with Eliza, but you know, also double, just because you can have that bit of lockdown slash get off me, horizontally get off me, not really verticality. So it's actually kind of nice having that for yourself, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna count that for Dekilljoy winning, because honestly, that was that close. Okay, last chance to bet, okay? Philia and Eliza synergy, I've already said, is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. Philia and Eliza are going to be BFFs. Maybe not as much as Squiggly and Philia, honestly, but I feel like if you're going to use Eliza and you want to make the most out of her, you're going to definitely have a Philia on your team. You get the get off me assist with the updo, which I feel like Eliza does need a good, verticality get off me assist, and you get the lockdown that Philia is going to thrive on. That lockdown with second medium punch or Osiris spiral heavy, that lockdown is going to be just so useful for a Philia that is just going to be able to trap a character from one screen to the other screen and not let them go. I feel like that's definitely going to be something that when Eliza does come out, well, I guess today, if people are watching this on YouTube or something, you're going to see a lot of Philia and Eliza. That's all you're going to see, really. Philia and Eliza, people are going to finally realize, is probably one of the best synergies in the game. They literally fill in the gaps that the character has and make them like perfect characters. Now SoupySwan's played a lot of Eliza, so we could call him an Eliza specialist right now, okay? I'm actually gonna close the gambling right now. Now, I would call him an Eliza specialist because he has voted Eliza and he has shown so much interest in playing Eliza. So, SoupySwan, who do you think is Eliza's worst match? Well, now, we already know that Eliza's worst matchup is probably Philia and Fukua, with Cerebella being in a pretty okay bad matchup against her. Now, the real question is, who do you think Eliza can crush with an iron fist? I feel like a character that Eliza could crush with an iron fist would be Double. I feel like Double really won't have too much stuff to say against an Eliza. And I feel like if Eliza can get off a ton of taunts, I feel like a solo Eliza could be good. But she does need that assist, honestly. So I feel like Double will have a bad matchup against Eliza, which, it isn't too bad. I don't feel like it's going to be an unbeatable matchup, but I do feel like she's going to have a bad matchup. Another matchup I feel like is going to be bad for the character. I feel like Eliza versus Painwheel. Eliza is going to be like having a really nice match against Eliza versus Painwheel, mainly because of Eliza's jumping heavy kick. I feel like that's just going to mess up a lot of Painwheel's game plan of just flying in there. I feel like her jumping heavy kick is just going to mess up so much of Painwheel's game plan. Yeah, but SoupySwan, I feel like her assist is kind of does need a DP assist if you're going against a character that can literally stand above you, since her DP kind of goes like this, bump, 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 like that, like kind of like a vertical line of DP. I feel like if a character's like right here or above you, I feel like it will be really hard for Eliza to combat that, and that really comes down to I think that really comes down to Philia, just crushing her with that. But it really just comes down to when everybody gets Eliza, we're going to have to see how the game changes. And I've already said that I feel like Eliza won't change the metagame as much as Big Band changed the metagame. I feel like Eliza is going to be kind of like how Squiggly changed the metagame, where basically Squiggly just freaking gave us another match. Not really. Yeah, I mean, it did change the metagame kind of, but it didn't like change it in such a way like Big Bands, where everybody had to like switch up their teams, learn how to fight this huge new threat, learn every single thing about Big Band and all that stuff. I feel like it's going to be more like Squiggly, where it's just another matchup for you to learn. Not going to be too game-breakingly changey in the metagame, but I do feel like it's just going to be another matchup like Squiggly's. Though Big Band did give us a bunch of metagame changes, just because of his amazing assists. his hugeness of his hitbox and hurtbox and everything, his parries, I feel like he really changed the metagame a lot more than the DLC characters that we've had so far. And I feel like he's going to continue to be the character that changed the metagame. I don't feel like Beowulf or RoboFortune could do it, but we haven't seen anything really of RoboFortune, and we haven't seen a completed version of Beowulf, so we gotta see how those two work. Nice stuff. Now, SoupySwan, in your opinion, what's Eliza's worst matchup? And what's her best matchup? Ooh, he's getting the God combo. Getting a ton of damage on Dekilljoy's character. It is 0-5 right now in Dekilljoy's favor. Nice stuff. So hopefully Customer Service Heropon will get a win here. We're going to see more matches between these two. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Nice. Hopefully he brings it out. Okay, lights out, lights out. Gets the Argus Agony. Probably gonna not. Is he gonna go? Oh, he had enough for dinner time. I keep forgetting if you're DHC, then you don't need an extra bar for that dinner time. You can just use it as a level 1 instead of a level 2. Nice job.
That's a wrap.
Alright, now the team up I feel like we're going to see a lot when Eliza is finally released is going to be Philia and Eliza. I feel like the team up we're going to see the least, even though I feel like it could be good in Painwheel's favor, is Painwheel Eliza. We're never really going to see an Eliza on point plus a Painwheel, but I feel like Painwheel and Eliza could be good if you use like maybe the Segment Assist or something like that as a lockdown for Painwheel. I feel like that could be good, but I don't really know how much it could be that, you know, amazing for Painwheel. That's my opinion right there. What do you guys think?
Target confirmed.
Alright, now let's see what these two have.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Okay. Okay, he tries to, you know, create some space with the jumping heavy punch. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. He's getting the combo, but he doesn't continue it on the ground. Nice, getting the bang. Hopefully he gets something even cooler now. Okay, he goes for the innate part, goes for the eager charge. There we go. Segment assist. Now, he doesn't have enough bar to do a super after this. He's going to have to go for a reset. He tries to go for it. He should have went for a low. He tries to go for a feeling antsy, but he's not getting anything right now. Goes for the Argus Agony, going to get a hit on it, and going to kill the Parasol. Ooh, nice. Getting the hit, and he's going to be able to get every single little hit of that super, even with the bomb exploding. Nice. Ooh, using the medium gunshot to go through. He is confident in this game plan. Was he the hustling? Is he hustling? Knife stuff? Tries to get something there. Okay, tries to go for something. Nice, gets the rise, but he doesn't pick up the full combo right there. Ooh, but he does get the segment. That is going to hurt. Hopefully he gets something really cool right now. I'm really hoping he gets something awesome. Ooh, gets the gimme the hit. Hopefully he can get something amazing. Can we get... Ooh, he tries to go for the push block cancel. There you go. He's using those huge hit boxes on Eliza. He's using those huge hit boxes, and hopefully he's going to use it again. Oh, he goes for the heads. And he's going to go for the cars. Trying to get the heads all the way close. Ooh, tries to go for a jumping, tries to dash out of the jumping heavy punch to go for a jumping light kick, and just doesn't get it in the end. What a shame. You know, we really want to see Customer Service Heropon win, but, you know, he's really just showing us right now that maybe he was the hustler. Okay, I guess Skullgirls just decided to crash. Okay, I guess Skullgirls just decided to crash. They was just like, well, you know, we've had a good run, Funky. We've had a good run. You know, we don't have to play anymore. But luckily for me, you know, I've been keeping track. I've got the whole entire thing. It is 2-5 in Dekilljoy's favor. So, you know, let's definitely see how much more hype these guys can bring to us, because I am hyped, and these guys are bringing so much hype to me. So in your guys' opinion, how do you think Eliza? Do you think after Eliza's release, do you think she's going to drop off as much as? Do you think she's going to drop off? As in, her usage is definitely going to die down to a huge amount, or do you think that she's still going to be played very, very strongly? In my opinion, I feel like she is going to drop off a bit, but I feel like she's going to have lasting power just because of character loyalty as well. I feel like character loyalty is going to be a huge thing with her lasting power, just because people voted for her to get in. That's a huge thing to think about. People voted her to get in, so, lasting power for Eliza is going to be fantastic for her, just like how it's going to be for Beowulf. Now, characters that, people didn't vote in, like, Squiggly, Big Band, and everything else, and, Robo-Fortune, I definitely could see, like, there is a little bit, lack of lasting power, but I feel like, we'll give it around 2 months to a month of Eliza play, and then it'll start dropping down pretty far. I feel like Eliza's not going to be played as much as I don't think she's going to be played as much as Philia is played, or Paris. I think she's going to actually, I feel Eliza's probably going to be played as much as a Valentine or a Sarabella. I don't feel like she's going to be played as much as a Big Band, or just Big Band or Philia, but I feel like she's going to be playing around Valentine and Sarabella levels of, just being played around. You see them, but you don't, like, see them everywhere. You do see them often, though. You do see them often, though, that's the thing. Nice. Okay. Come on, customer. Bring it up. Ooh, good stuff. Nice hit. Now, can you explain to me, SoupySwan, exactly how do you feel Eliza is similar to Squiggly? Because in my opinion, they do feel, in some ways, a bit similar, but I don't feel like I would call them totally similar or super similar enough to be like, just a, if you want a air dash or a double jump. I don't feel like it's that much similarity in my opinion, but tell me why you think, why using a level 3 just to kill Eliza right there? I don't feel like it's that much similarity, but you're going to have to explain to me exactly why it's that kind of similarity between those two characters, because I need to know. I need to know your opinion. And I want to know everybody else's opinion, ladies and gentlemen. If you have an opinion, if you want to argue with me, this is a forum to kind of do it. We're arguing with each other, we're learning from each other, so let's just keep doing it. That is Dekilljoy's 6th win right now, so he's doing very well. And while we're here, since you guys have been keeping up with me, we are going to do a Funky Bucks. So, are you guys ready for a Funky Bucks giveaway? We're going to give this away to 10 people. We're going to give this away to 3 people for 5 Funky Bucks each, okay? So, let's do it. Okay, so Sonic Shadow is silver. You have won the first Funky Bucks. Ain't you happy? So that is 5 extra Funky Bucks to Sonic Shadow is silver. Okay, now the next one is going to be SoupySwan. Great job, SoupySwan. You just won some extra Funky Bucks in your pocket. You just added some extra Funky Bucks in your pocket, SoupySwan. Ain't that great? Okay, so just playing them, that's the feel I get. I feel like both of them have amazing normals, and that's when you're going to be using. Okay, awesome. That's a great explanation. Okay, and last one for this. Maj1254. You just earned 5 Funky Bucks. Great for you, my man. Okay, so the Funky Bucks giveaway has ended, and when we get up to 8 wins, if Dekilljoy gets 8 wins, or if we get up to 4 wins with customer service Heropon, we will do another giveaway. And this time it's going to be for more money, but only 2 winners. Nice stuff, customer service Heropon, 5 bars. I'm very surprised why customer service Heropon just didn't use a level 5 on them, but I guess he just didn't want to waste the bar. Ooh, but that could be devastating just because he wasn't able to kill if he gets hit here. Ooh, nice. Okay, so he doesn't waste any money. He doesn't waste anything right there. So that's still good. He didn't like lose any health. So he is against him. It's 2v2. He does have the huge amount of meter advantage right now. So hopefully we're going to see a little bit of that meter usage is what we need to see between these two. Okay, so he's using it. Okay, good. He's going to be using a level 1. I almost thought that he would be using a level 3. That's good. He gets the taunt out. I feel like he's not going to be even using that taunted super. I feel like he's going to be using a level 3 exactly when he gets that hit with Big Band. Ooh, there he goes. Okay, so we might see a level 3, or we might see a reset, honestly, because he did get it from Beat Extend, so it is going to be kind of... Oh, there we go. This would be perfect for a level 3. Wait a second. He's going to let it rock with a level 1, and then go into a level 3. Much smarter than what I ever thought that he was going to do. That's extremely smart, and he's showing out his smarts right now. Going to kill. Great job by customer service Heropon, getting the 3rd win right now. Getting the 3rd win right now, which is great. Great job. Okay. So, guys, here's a little fun game. Who do you think right now? How much Funky Bucks do you guys have? I'll show you how much I have. And I've actually betted this round. I put 20 Funky Bucks on Dekilljoy, so you better not fail me. I've got 63, and as you see, 20 is on the line for my bet. The score right now is 3-6. It's 3-6 in Dekilljoy's favor.
On guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Nice! Getting out the crouching heavy kick. Wait a second. What is happening with Dekilljoy? Okay, he is playing. As you see, that's some real good sportsmanship right there, ladies and gentlemen. He could have gotten something. He could have got a lot of meter. He could have just done a lot of damage. But you know what? It's a good sport. It's good sports to see. You know what? I think his controller's not working. Or you know what? Maybe he just doesn't see the match right now. That's just called being a good sport, and it's great seeing these things. Nice stuff, nice stuff. Okay, hopefully we're gonna see something amazing right now. Oh, is he? He's going for the teleport. No, he doesn't go for the teleport. And I'm surprised that he let go of that, Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We're going to see a really good combo here. Ooh, tries to go for the reset. Doesn't get it, though. Hopefully he's going to go for something even better. And come on, customer service Heropon. Some people really want you to get to 4 wins so then they can get another giveaway. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. And I just want customer service Heropon to win because I want to see more matches between these two. I want to see Dekilljoy's Eliza. I want to see how he plays. Okay, okay. Now, guys, in your opinion, what's Eliza's best normal? Ground normal, crouching normal, air normal? My opinion, I think Eliza's either her jumping light kick or her jumping heavy punch is probably her best normal in the air. I feel like her grounded normals, I feel like it's probably her... I feel like in her grounded normals, it's probably going to be maybe her... grounded normals are so much harder. I feel like she's got better crouching and other things than grounded normals. Alright, so 4 wins. Standing heavy punch? I like to think that maybe... I think standing medium kick probably could be pretty good. And yeah, for, crouching, I definitely crouching medium kicks. Crouching, yeah, definitely crouching medium kick. For that, okay, so, Heropon has won 4. He's won 4 matches. Now it's time for another giveaway with the Funky Bucks. So let's do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Another Funky Bucks giveaway. Let's do this. We're rolling, and ooh, D money, my man. You have just won some funky bucks. Let me just type in how much funky bucks you are getting. Now, we are only going to have 2 winners this time, and you can win 10 funky bucks this time. Ain't that something? So great. So now the next winner is SoupySwan. You win again, my man. SoupySwan winning again. Getting what seems to be now 15 funky bucks in these giveaways. Nice stuff. Okay, he tries to go for something. Ooh, the standing medium kick. Okay, tries to go for... Now, here's a question. How do you feel about Eliza's ground... Okay, what's Eliza's best super? Disregard... You know what, even level 3. What's her best super? In my opinion, I gotta say... Probably her air super. Just because it does set up for Eliza just very nicely. Because you get a hard knockdown, they're not going to be able to do anything, and it just sets up really nicely for Eliza, in my opinion. That's my opinion for what's Eliza's best super. And hello, Lady Nike, what's going on? Nice. It's going to come from forward. Customer service Heropon, very aware of what's happening right now. If he gets to 6 wins, we are going to do another giveaway for funky bucks. So every 2 wins, we're going to do a little bit of a giveaway, but just because it is so close. Okay, so it's 5 to 6, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and the game crashes. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, that's great. Game crash, game crash. Yeah. Okay. Now, your opinion, guys. What's the best time to end out her level 3, like, early? Now, we all know that we can cancel parts of her level 3s into going faster and faster. But in my opinion, I think her best way to end it out early is just like if you're trying to go for a mid-screen cross-up. Dekilljoy is the leader. So, you know, let's talk a little bit more about Eliza, because she is coming out in 1 hour. Probably not going to be 1 hour. It's probably going to be like 4 o'clock in the morning when she comes out. But here's one big question. Here's one ginormous question for you guys. Now, Eliza's coming out, right? And we all know when a new character comes out to a fighting game, some people might be more inclined to pick up the fighting game. You know, more people are like, yeah, let's pick up Skullgirls. Let's play Skullgirls now. There's this new character, and I want to try it out. I feel like I'm on the same level if I pick up this new character that as everybody else. But here's the real question. Super Smash Bros. Is coming out Friday, October 3rd. Do you think, with Smash Bros. Release, do you think that Skullgirls won't get as many sales as it would? Do you think people are saving up money for Smash on Friday? Or do you feel like Smash isn't going to even affect it? In my opinion, I feel like Smash is going to affect it because people are going to save money instead of buying the characters or buying the game for the character or something like that. But I do feel like and also, I do feel like Smash is going to take a lot of precedence in people's, like, YouTube watching. So, not that many people are going to, like, you know, find Skullgirls on YouTube and go, like, wow, this game's awesome. I'm definitely going to see this, right? I'm definitely going to buy this game. People are just going to be watching Smash Brothers, watching Smash Brothers, watching Smash Brothers, because that's the newest thing, right? So, I feel like it could affect the sales just because it could be, just because the market for everybody could be oversaturated by Smash Brothers. But that's just an opinion, not an actual fact. Uh-oh. Okay, so he is back. Okay, so he is back. Was he just trying to trick him? Wow, the tricks, my man. Looking like he DC'd. Eesh! Look at this lag! This is insane! I'm not even gonna count that one as a win or a loss for either of them, because that just doesn't work, honestly. Just doesn't work. Okay, I guess. Okay, so, he's done. I'll step in for Dekilljoy. I will step in Heropon's shoes. I'm subbing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to allow the dream to die. If SoupySwan, I know that you have a really grand Eliza. You could definitely come in if you want.
Let's dance, darling.
Osiris Spiral, or yeah, we'll go for Osiris Spiral heavy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they would release Bayonetta 2 around the time of Smash, man. I think maybe releasing Bayonetta 2, I think in the summer would have probably been better. But, you know, that's a whole different thing. Alright, we'll try and get SoupySwan in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I know they have different target audiences, but people just trying to look into the FGC and trying to see what games could be really fun to get competitive in, they're going to have a little bit more of a easier time finding Smash than they are going to have finding Skullgirls, which I know that's been like with Skullgirls since the beginning, but still, I feel like everything's going to be kind of overshadowed by Smash in the coming months, and I mean months. Just because when people think that 3DS one, you know, they're starting to grow out of the 3DS one, Wii U's coming out, and then boom, everybody resurges back into it. Ugh. Dang. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Okay, don't know how I totally flubbed that one up. I want the chance of gaining back some life with that taunt. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Ah! I tried to go for crouching heavy kick. I got a lot closer than I thought with my Eliza. Okay, that's 6 out of 6. Let's get SoupySwan into here so he can really show us some Eliza play, huh? Let's get him in. Alright, I'm putting you in, coach. Let's do this. Okay. Now, here's a real question, guys. How do you feel Skull fans are going to respond to? How do you feel Skull fans are going to respond to Eliza being in the game? How do you feel like the Skull fans are going to respond? Everybody talks about the competitive community and everything else, and players playing the game. But how do you think Skull fans are going to respond? People that don't play the game, but enjoy watching it. That's what Skull fans are. Love her. How do you think Skull fans are going to respond to it, huh? That's going to be an actual kind of a question. I feel like they're going to enjoy watching another character, but Skull fans do get kind of swept up in oh, crashed, huh? Skull fans do very nicely. Skull fans do kind of almost get swept up into whatever whatever a general community of Skullgirls feels. Like, Skullgirls players usually have their own opinions just because, yeah, they do play the game and they know what they feel like the game is. But for people that haven't played the game yet and they just, they're feeling something, wow, and they're just not feeling anything, that's definitely, something to talk about, honestly. Okay. So, let's get them in here. We've got SoupySwan and customer service Heropon. Customer, where are you? Oh, you DC'd. Those love the story but get carried away. That's your opinion on how the Skull fans will react to Eliza? It's a pretty good opinion, honestly. I'm a little upset I won't be able to record Eliza's story until late tomorrow because I got some things I need to do tomorrow, so I won't be able to record it and upload it. But whenever I record whenever I record a story mode, I never just do, hey, it's a live reaction to the story mode. I always record the dialogue and the cutscenes and never record the battles, except for the rival battles and the final battle. I feel like those are the most important things to have, but beyond that, I feel like other than that, it's just kind of padding out your video if you record anything else, really. But it's a shame I won't be able to record it too much. Okay, so are we gonna get these two people in here or not? Why does it show that he's offline? There. Now, any other questions that you guys want to discuss about, yeah, I do feel like when the next DLC comes out, I feel like Eliza will kind of drop off, but because she was voted into the game, I feel like Eliza will stay. I feel like at one point or another, there is going to be some sort of, I mean, I can't prove this, but it's just like a gut feeling that at one point or another, there's going to be kind of like a hate for Eliza, just because, she's not the character that we voted in for, because, she doesn't have the blood mechanic that people voted her in for. Now, that could happen, but I do find it a little unlikely to happen, because if it hasn't happened already, I find it a little bit unlikely, but we don't really know yet until the general public, gets it. That's just my opinion. We don't know yet until the general public gets it, right? Nice job. SoupySwan using that Fuku, huh? Now we all know that everybody's going to rejoice when Fukua comes out, huh? The same doesn't really go for Fukua, because people are still hyped for big bands, but nobody is really all that hyped for Fukua, because she turned out to be an overpowered mess. She turned out to be a very overpowered mess of a character for the game, so nobody was really all too hyped for her. At the beginning, when she was announced, everybody was hyped for her. You know, when she first came out, oh my goodness, everybody played her, and all that stuff. And people still play her, but they play her for a totally different reason. And that's the big thing, is it's almost like the reason, huh? That's the thing. The reason why you play the character is a huge determining factor of how hyped they're going to be, really. Nice. Getting the napalm pillars. Look at the damage. Okay, so he's broken, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, hopefully he's going to get something really cool right here. Ooh, nice job. Hey, McPeanuts, what's going on? Nice! Ooh, jeez Louise. Getting out the chip to kill with a Lady of Slaughter? Yeesh. Okay, so it is now up to 6-7 in these matches, with SoupySwan's favor. Now, it's too bad that, you know, Dekilljoy had to leave, but, you know, it's okay. This all looks pretty hard to block. Honestly, I feel like Eliza isn't that bad to block, honestly. Yeah, this version of Fukua is better, because, you know, she is, you know, nerfed. She's nerfed. To put it bluntly, she's nerfed. And that's good. Because, you know, because she is nerfed, I feel like a lot more people are going to get hyped for her whenever they see her. Because, you know, everybody gets hyped for a low-tier character. We're not saying that Fukua is low-tier, but nobody gets hyped for a high, overpowered character, right? Nice! Okay, he's getting it. Ah, man, McPeanuts, if you're really rooting for customer service Heropon, you should have been here at the beginning. You should have put some funky bucks on him, man. Nice hit. Okay, hopefully somebody's going to do something really good right now. He is using that Walking George just to kind of like threaten his approach right now, which is really good. I don't know how I feel about him leaving the Peacock out, but I feel like he doesn't feel like his Peacock's absolutely necessary to win, and he's just trying to build some bar and maybe chip him out a little bit with the Peacock, trying to get just at least one hit in there. Ooh, getting the command grab right there. Going to go for the Shadow Super. Going to put him back in the corner. Wait a second, not even doing a real combo right there, but he tries to get something at least. That's going to kill. That is going to kill. Now, guys, in your opinion, what will the general community find Eliza? Do you think they're going to find her pretty weak in the overall metagame when it, you know, finally, when it develops even further with Eliza's update going to be released out into the general public? Or do you think they're going to find her, well, pretty normal or really overpowered? What do you guys feel? For me, I feel like they're going to find her generally normal to pretty good. Pretty good is what I would say. Nice, customer service Heropon has 3 bars here. He's probably going to use it with a level 3 of Big Band. There we go, joining the Big Band. Now SoupySwan does have 3 bars. If anybody could come back with a Parasol that I know, I feel like SoupySwan could do it. Plus Linguini. Linguini is a really good, you know, Parasol player, but I don't think you guys know him. Nice stuff. Hopefully you can get something. Ooh, good stuff right there. Ties it up 7-7. Right now, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7. And we're gonna do a little bit of giveaway with the Funky Bucks. So let's do that, huh? Let's give a little bit away with the Funky Bucks. So we're gonna give away 20 Funky Bucks to one person in stream. One random person in stream. We're gonna give away 20 Funky Bucks. So let's do that. And it looks like we've got our winner, Empty Dark Snake. You have just won 20 Funky Bucks. How do you feel, my man?
Here comes trouble. Do I know you?
You don't. Ladies and gentlemen,
You just won 20 Funky Bucks. How do you feel, my man? Nice job, nice job. Hopefully you can keep this up. He's going to have to be very careful with what he's doing. SoupySwan, you know, really messing him up right now with this Fukua, you know, lockdown that he has on him. But hopefully he can keep this up, because, you know, honestly, I put money on Dekilljoy, even though he did leave. SoupySwan has my money riding on him. He's got the funky bucks riding on him. I want him to get me that money. But I also want customer service Heropon to keep winning as well, because I want to see more matches. Yeah, definitely there won't be another character that will change the game like Big Band. Ooh! Getting out the assist, this is going to hurt, but it's not going to be doing too much damage. He does have him in the corner, he does tech out of the corner, but what is he going to do? Ooh, going for the light version of that. Maybe if he went for the heavy version. Actually, you know what? No, if he went for the heavy version, he probably would have went for the Shadow Super. So either way, he was going to die there. But I think it came down to he was going to die with SoupySwan wasting a bar on him, or he was going to die with no bar wasted. Ooh, getting out the full long command grab right there. Youch! This is going to hurt. Okay, hopefully something. Ooh, getting out the boys. Okay, so now it is 7-8. 7-8, guys. Now let's see what's going to happen. Now, what do you guys feel could customer service Heropon do to go combat against this really good Fuqua lockdown? In my opinion, he might want to switch up his assist. I don't know how he'll switch up. I feel like his Eliza. I think he should switch up the assist for his Eliza. But I don't really know what assist of Eliza's can really help out us. Really could help out a Peacock. Maybe a heavy segment, but beyond that, I don't really know. Maybe a crouching heavy kick could help. Ooh, jeez, hitting from pretty much full screen right there. But you know what? He did do some really good damage on that Eliza. Okay, he's going to have to be pretty careful with what he's going to do. And can he do anything? Nice! Okay. Ooh. Okay, very smart of him. He's going to be able to... I'm actually extremely surprised that he didn't let that Shadow of Impending Doom play out fully. I'm actually extremely surprised at that, honestly. That he didn't do like Argus Agony or something to allow that Shadow of Impending Doom to play out fully. I'm actually very surprised about that. Nice job getting out the fridge. Okay, can he get anything else out? Okay, goes for the heads up, getting She-Who molds. Very smart by customer service Heropon. Not getting stressed out by the She-Who molds. Even if he did get stressed out by the She-Who molds and just attacked him, I'm pretty sure he actually would have been able to kill him at that point. Nice stuff. Hopefully he can go again. Argus Agony gets some really good stuff right now. Got a boom. Hopefully he can get more. And it looks like, yes, he is going to get more. Gets the shotgun blast. Goes on the ground. But he goes for the banjo. And he doesn't get that much off of the banjo. Gets the grab. Going to go for the Argus Agony. Now it's only Fuqua. Now, if this was retail Fuqua, the before the nerfs Fuqua, Fuqua might be able to do something about this, but it seems like she cannot. So it is 8-8. It looks like it is really coming down to the wire with these ones. So this is really coming down to the wire. Who do you guys think is going to win right now? Who do you think is going to pull it out and going to say, no, I am the master of this match? Who do you guys think? Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like SoupySwan is going to win here. But I do feel like the match is going to get closer before it gets really easy, in my opinion. What do you guys feel? Do you feel like it's going to be a pretty easy matchup for customer service Heropon or SoupySwan? Or do you think it's going to be so close it's so hard to tell? Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Nice. Ooh, can we see something amazing? Nice job getting a hit on both of the characters. Going to do some good damage on that Eliza. Ooh, not going to be able to teleport out of that one. It seems like the assist of the Servant's Call Light is actually going to be really helping him right now. Nice job. Fuqua going to get some good damage here. He tried to go for a reset. Honestly, I think it would have been better if he just went for the air grab. Even though he could have teched it, I think it would have been a little bit better, in my opinion. He is getting some good damage on the Big Band assist, but it's not good enough to really qualify for getting hurt so much until Fuqua's death. Okay, so it's now SoupySwan's choice. Ooh, he got the hit, and he's going to hit on Big Band. This is really good for him. Okay, so Big Band's half health. Ooh, but remember, Segment did get that nerf about her meter, so she can't stay out for too long anymore. Okay, ooh, going to get punched right there. You saw that he was probably trying to go for a jumping heavy kick, honestly. Ooh, he gets the reset, and he gets another one. He's just going to get a lot of unscaled damage right here with these resets. Ooh, my goodness! These jumping heavy punch has so much damage unscaled right now. Tries to go for something. Can he get anything here? Goes for the ooh, wait a second. His assist at least. Oh wait, no. SoupySwan is probably mashing his head against his arcade stick or keyboard or anything that he's using right now, because that was maybe the worst thing that's happened in this set. Not saying that it was a dumb thing, but it was just the worst thing that we've seen so far, in that, holy moly, I feel bad about that. Like, I cringed at that. That did not make me feel any better about that match. But let's keep seeing what these two have. Customer service Heropon, you know, he's got 9 out of 8. He's got 9 out of 8. He's ready. SoupySwan's calling bullcrap on that one, but you know, geez Louise, man, you just can't count him out. You just can't count him out. SoupySwan, bring it together, man. You got this if you just believe it in yourself. I don't know if I would stay with a Fukua, honestly. Maybe bring in Philia, because come on, Philia and Eliza, that is the team, in my opinion. Especially the team to go against the Peacock. Ooh, nice stuff, nice stuff. He's trying not to get hit. He's playing a little bit more cautious right now, which is really nice. Okay, he tries to go. Okay, he's going for it, but come on. Come on. Okay, he goes for the Argus Agony. Does he get... Ooh, he doesn't have it. Darn. SoupySwan, ugh! You just see that his Fukua isn't going to be doing that well. He just doesn't have the assist to go up against the Keep Away Peacock. He just doesn't have it, and he's just feeling super bad about himself right now. This is going to be terrible. Ooh, goes for the air one. He tried to go for Argus Agony. As you saw, you could hear Peacock, you know, going for it, but he just didn't go for it. Hey, DePurple Sharpie, what's going on? Can he go for something here? It's going to happen. Ooh. Nice job. I'll have to think about that. When's the next Who Y'all Like? Nice. Hopefully something cool can happen here. Nice job. Come on, bring it home. Okay, getting the flip the bird. And it looks like customer service Heropon has won the set, so the gambling is now over. Alright, Heropon has won the set, but we are going to continue to watch this. So, you know, 39 funky bucks, we're betting on this. I just lost me 20 funky bucks. I feel terrible. Just tell me when the next Who Y'all Like is at, and I'll think about it, man. Man, I feel really good about this. I don't know why Dekilljoy stopped playing. I mean, it's a little bit of a shame, but it's okay. It's a bit of a shame, but it's okay. You know, we still got a really hype match. It was a lot closer than what we thought it was going to be, so that's great. That was great, honestly. Okay. Nice. Hopefully he's going to continue to do something really good right now. And... nice stuff. Ooh, getting the crouching medium kick. That's going to do some great stuff right now, but he's going to have to be a little bit more careful about his approach. He's going to be able to get it, and look at that. SoupySwan getting for the shadow. Can we see anything more amazing between these two? Customer service Heropon. He's going to probably be reset right now. Ooh, but he does block the reset. Ooh, but he does get hit by that Servant's Call, which is going to hurt a lot. Nice job with the medium fireball. Ooh, tries to go for something. Hopefully something cool can happen here. Remember guys, if you guys stay until the end of the stream, there is going to be a special surprise for everybody in stream. Tries to go for the level 3, just not the best idea. Maybe it was kind of like a taunt, knowing that he was going to win or something like that. But honestly, I feel like SoupySwan, he needs a better, I think he needs a horizontal assist for Eliza. I feel like double would be great, along with a Philia, Parasol, or Big Band. You know, get off me, you know, sure you can assist. I think those are going to be the best ones. In my opinion. Alright. Did they nerf Eliza from the Endless Beta? At one point, Eliza was the most overpowered thing ever gracing the game. Like, she was actually the worst overpowered thing gracing the game. And yes, they did nerf her from that. So yeah, they did nerf her, like, once in the game. From her actually insane levels of overpoweredness. Nice job. Hopefully he keeps this up, and he's going to get some good hits right now. He's going to have to believe in himself what he's doing right now. Can he get anything amazing? Nice stuff. He's going to get hits, and it looks like customer service Heropon, because this is the last one that he has, he wants to put it all out on the line. Ooh, he's going to get hit right now. SoupySwan building up that bar. He's going to at least have 2. Ooh, can he get anything here? Come on, Soupy. We know that your Parasol's good. We know that. Oh, you're jumping over the Big Band assist. Can we get anything really cool from you? Oh, come on. Bring it home, baby. Bring it home. Tries to get something really cool. Can he get anything? Nice. Okay, tries to go. Goes for the medium gunshot, goes for the gunshot, does get hit. He's not going to be able to get anything right there. Can he get anything amazing right now? He does go out for the cat's head. He's not going to be able to survive against the cat heads, but he does. He does survive against there, but he does get a lot of damage when he was getting the cat heads right there. Can he get in? He gets titan-knuckled right in base. Yeesh, my man. I feel bad, but those were some great matches to see between you guys. Just great matches to see. So I gotta thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching the stream, and for something to be extremely nice since you stayed with the stream for until the end. You guys weren't there, some of you weren't there all the time, but since you were here at the end, let's do a little fun little thing for all you guys. We're gonna give you all 20 funky, we're gonna give you all 10 funky bucks each. So now everybody has 10 funky bucks, and you're wondering how much funky bucks you have to bet on matches, to you know raffle off stuff, to auction house things. If you have anything that you want, well, you want to just do this little command right here. Just do this if you want to see how many funky bucks you have. And remember, every 5 minutes you get 1 funky buck. Now, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribe. Please consider following. It not only helps me, it helps the whole entire Skullgirls community grow as a whole, which it really needs to. Now, please also consider watching my YouTube, where you'll see some really great content on there. So please consider watching my YouTube, and maybe even following me on Twitter, where you're going to be able to catch up with me and talk to me and give me some ideas for things. So, thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and remember, if you do want to see the whole entire set, if you do want to see this whole entire set, it is going to be on YouTube. So thank you for watching.